Hi friends, welcome to MortiYogaMom. I am Lindsay. This here is Zoe. Thank you for meeting us at the wall tonight. Everything is supported by the wall. Yin, restore vibes. You'll need 2 blocks, a blanket or a pillow, something soft, and then go ahead, grab a wall, set your mat up perpendicular to the wall, and we'll get started. Coming toward the wall to get started, bringing one hip up against the wall, and as you start to lay down, swinging the legs up the wall. Bringing your hips as close to the wall as you can. You can grab your blanket or your pillow for underneath your head for comfort. And then just taking the legs up the wall. Maybe left hand to heart, right to navel. Or you can have the arms open beside you, or even goalpost arms overhead. Taking a big, deep breath in. And exhale, let it out of your mouth. Closing the eyes. Gently bringing the lips together. Feel everything drain from your body. Start to acknowledge your breath. And then invite that breath to go a little bit deeper. Slow everything down. Feel the way the belly is rising and falling here. The way the breath comes in and expands the stomach. The way it empties like a deflating balloon. Reversing the flow of blood here. Reversing the flow of gravity. Helping the body work more efficiently. Helping the blood flow back up to the heart. Bringing that fresh blood into the brain. Feeling contentment. Starting to bring your awareness back in. Take a big breath in, maybe even flex the feet. Reach through the legs, roll the ankles, and exhale, let the legs fall open wide. You can stay right here. You can lightly place the hands on the insides of the thighs for gentle pressure. And those goalpost arms. And just inviting the breath into the inner thighs. Gravity helping our legs fall open. If you're practicing and have sandbags at home, you can place one sandbag along the inner thigh, that extra weight. Feel the belly rise and fall. Keeping the breath slow and steady. Feel with each passing breath, the legs releasing. Taking your last 2 breaths here. One more. And then inhale, bringing the legs back up. And start to exhale. Soles of the feet together, the knees wide. And you can let the heels of the feet separate here. You could apply some gentle pressure on and off. Inner thighs, pressing the knees toward the wall. And just let gravity work the legs open. Remembering to breathe deep, breathe slow. Just 3 more breaths here. Slow and steady with a breath in. One more. And then inhale, press the legs back up the wall. And exhale. Bring the right leg a little bit closer to your face. Not staying here too long, but feel that down the back of the legs. Any extra movement here, rolling out the ankles. And keep trying to press that right sitting bone toward the wall in front of you as you work the leg towards your face. Just 2 more here. Using your strap to help you if you need. 1 more. And on this exhale, return the right leg. Then inhale. Bring that left leg towards you. And keep the left sitting bone pressing toward the wall. Just breathing into the back of the leg here, opening up. You can massage the ankle. 2 more. One more here. And exhale, return the leg to the wall. This time coming into pigeon at the wall. You might need to roll yourself a little bit away, giving yourself some more space. And then bend the knees, set the feet on the wall. Take a breath in, right leg high. And exhale, help it over, cross that right ankle over the left thigh. You can stay here. You can apply gentle pressure, pushing the right knee toward the wall. You can start to drop this foot down, which pushes your shin closer to your chest. If your tailbone starts to lift up, you've gone too far. You need to keep the tailbone down. Feel that nice stretch in the outer glutes. You can keep shimmying yourself away from the wall, or for less, reach those left toes high. And just breathe here. Good, breathe it all in. And keep pressing that tailbone down. Last two. Really breathe in right into the sensation. One more. And then inhale to uncross. And exhale. You can let your knees fall to the right. Let your feet slide along the baseboard, down the wall, along the baseboard, pressing back onto the left shoulder, feeling this nice twist through the left side body. Right hand can rest on the outside of the left thigh. And this wall helps the knees go tighter into the chest, really massaging the insides of those organs. And last two here. Good. One more big breath all the way down into the belly. Press through the twist, rinse out the organs. Exhale, soften and melt. Inhale, bringing the legs back up to center. And exhale, cross that left ankle over the right thigh. Tailbone needs to stay pressing down. Back of the head on the mat or your blanket or your pillow. You can stay right here, acknowledging the differences in the sides of the body, being okay with where you're at. For more, right foot walks down, a little less, walk it up. And you can always apply a little bit of pressure to the inside thigh, working that knee toward the wall. Remembering the further the foot comes down, the further the shin is being pressed into the chest. Breathing into the left glute. Freeing that sensation. Breathing through the tightness. Two more here. One more. Breathe it in. Uncrossing. Take a breath here. And then exhale, let the legs or the feet just slide down the wall, resting on the baseboard. Press back onto the right shoulder, curling up into a nice, tight twist. Breathe in, rinse it out. We have our liver on this right side, the stomach on our left. Breathing into those organs, our intestines, even rinsing out the lungs as we twist. Take one more breath here. Really melt on your exhale. This time continuing to roll over to the left. Breathing in. And exhale, press yourself up. Coming into a cross-leg seat with your right knee close to the baseboard here. You're going to turn to the wall, taking an L shape with your arm, bringing your elbow, your forearm, your wrist, your palm to the wall. If that's too much, you can lift the elbow away. Take a breath in. On your exhale, twisting away from the wall, bring that left hand behind you. We're opening up the axillary under the armpit and across the pectorals. If this is enough, stay. If you need a little bit more, you can dive the armpit closer to the wall, and you can also scooch yourself in a little bit closer to that wall as well. And we're turning away from the wall. We're rotating open. For even more here, you can start to walk the fingertips up the wall. Reaching. Feel that stretch, that openness. Gaze can follow over the front left shoulder. Just breathe into the expansiveness you feel across the chest. Only working within our limitation. Never pushing. Never over stretching. Just breathing in. And exhale. Take 2 more. If the arm starts to get tingly, you can stay breathing with it or back off just a touch. Bring some sensation back. 1 more breath here. On your exhale, you're going to rotate back to the wall and then release that arm down, shaking it out. And then spinning yourself back around. Now your hips are up against the wall. Your legs are long, with my little helper here. Good. Forward fold. Taking a breath in, lifting up. And exhale with your hips pressing against your baseboard. You can fold forward. Making this as restorative as you need. If you have a stack of blocks, you can place them under your third eye, depending on how many blocks you need. And breathing into the back of the legs. All that fascia starting to unwind itself, releasing you. And breathing here. Feel everything melt and drain. You can always go deeper as the breath goes on. Taking what you need. One more breath here. And then inhale, start to roll it up. And exhale, turn towards your left. Now the left knee starts about at the baseboard, turning your body to the wall. Left arm's gonna go up, that angle. Maybe elbow, forearm, wrist, fingers. If you need a little lift away, you can. Take a breath in here. And exhale, twisting yourself open. And then I like to shimmy a little closer to the wall. Breathing. The more open you feel, the more you can start to press the armpit toward the wall there. Keep twisting yourself away. For more sensation, you can walk the fingertips up the wall. And for a little less, walk them down. But starting and aiming for about a 90-degree angle. Breathing into the chest space. We have lymph nodes underneath our armpits. Breathing some life into them. Opening them up so they're not as clogged. Creating space for movement. About 2 more here. And 1 more. On your exhale, go ahead, turn to the wall. before surrendering that arm down. You can shake it out. This next set can be a little deep. Remembering I'm just your guide and taking what you can. You're going to need that pillow or blanket or whatever you grab to practice. And you're going to need to place it at the back of the mat here. And then you're going to need your 2 blocks for some support. Starting with the right leg, and this one's pretty deep, you're going to drop the right knee down onto your soft prop, and the shin and the toe is pressing up against the wall. And then go ahead, shift your weight back, start to see if you can get your left knee over your left ankle. And then surrender into it like you're coming into a lunge. Huge quad stretch in that right leg. I've taught this before to a lot of different types of people, and it all looks different. Some people can go really deep. Some people start really stiff, and then you can see them loosening up as they go. Listen to your body. Take what you need. You don't have to look like me. As long as you're feeling something in that right quad, I would say that you're doing it right. It's okay maybe if your knee and your shin isn't completely against the wall. And just breathe here. You can even walk the blocks back as you start to loosen up, sending more sensation the further you walk the blocks back. Couple more like this. And you can stay here. If you want a little bit more, if you walk those blocks back, bring them back to the front, take a breath in. Exhale, you're going to wiggle this left shin across the top of the mat and coming down like you would for pigeon, except it's king pigeon with that leg up there. And then, of course, surrender yourself down so we are not in a back bend there. Hey. You can go as far down as you want. You can lay your head all the way down. You can drop elbows. I like to keep sensation, and for me, I actually find greater sensation staying a little bit lifted. I get the nice glute stretch along with the quad, but it's different for everybody. Depends where you want the sensation, and you can play around with shifting that weight. Couple more here. If you usually have a prop under that back hip, or you need one here, your pillow, an extra pillow, your block, you can go ahead and take that. Take one more breath. And then go ahead, inhale, pressing yourself up. There's really no easy, pretty way to get out of this, but I like to just shift back and set my left knee down before coming into the other side. You might need a little bit of a different way to move back and forth. If you need to shake it out in between sides, feel free. And then getting that right knee over top the right ankle as best you can, knee, shin, top of the foot against the wall. Feel that quad, and remember, you can always start to walk yourself back, which will be working on that bind behind you. This is a great prep for that. If you have that in a regular practice. Just breathing into the body here. Allowing all sensation to arise And the exhales to send it away. One more like this. And then if you want a little bit deeper, you can walk the fingers forward as you breathe in. And exhale. Shimmy that right shin across the top of the mat. Surrendering down into your pigeon quad hybrid. King pigeon there. Breathing into the sensation. Actually, I want to come up on this side a little bit. Remember, you can lay the whole way down. You can stay lifted. You control how much sensation you want the body to have. Where can you breathe and use your yoga toolbox to find stillness? Where is that edge? And then knowing when you've gone too far. Take a couple more here. And one more. And then breathing, you can start to lift yourself back up. And for this one, exhale, coming down onto the knees. Using the wall for our frog pose. And again, this could be quite a lot. So if you have a blanket, you can either move your mat and change its shape, or you can take your blanket and open it up long, just for some cushion under the knees here. Then go ahead, start to send your weight back, put your feet against the baseboard, try to have a 90-degree angle at the knee and the ankle. And then drop, keep sliding open wide ways, drop yourself. You don't want to come too far forward and you don't want to go too far back. Trying to have 180 degrees from knee to knee. You can have a bolster under you. You can have a block under your chest. And then leave a little bit of space for your nose, a block under your third eye. And the blocks can be on any height. You can also lie down, making a pillow under your third eye. The hips might still be a little lifted, but if you can lower that chest down and that feels good for you, that is where you can take this sensation. And this is deep in the inner hips, the inner thighs, breathing here. Try to stay with it. Staying focused on the breath. Acknowledging that emotion bubbles up. Acknowledging your body and your brain asking you to get out of this posture. And exhale it all away. Allow it to bubble up. And then exhale, maintain control. Breathing in, trying not to fidget, moving the fingers, wiggling the toes. Just allowing the body to be. Slow and steady with the breath. And out. Three more here. Breathing in. Exhale, surrender. Breath in. Exhale. One more. Inhale. You can start to lift yourself back up. And exhale. Walk it all in. Can end with a nice child's pose. You can take a bolster or again a block under the heart, maybe one under the third eye. Letting everything settle. You can adjust anything you need along the way. Inhale, start to roll yourself up. Exhale, bringing yourself around to a comfortable seat. Bringing the hands into heart center. Being grateful for the time to slow down. Knowing you can find support where you need it. You don't always have to do this journey alone. Bringing the thumbs up to the third eye, lifting the heart. Bowing forward. Namaste. Thank you, yogis. I hope you enjoyed that nice wall class. Remember to leave any comments down below and like and subscribe if you want to see more of these videos. Thank you.